Yes, I am Hawala Mitemine. That's my name. I am the acting general manager of Unijust Consultancy Limited. I am a lawyer by profession, but found myself in business by providence. I'm also a staff of the University of Jos. I'm an administrator with the University of Jos.
Okay.
Right now, I'm a principal assistant registrar, but I was posted on secondment to come and act as the general manager of the company. Okay, I was born Hawala Migarba here in Jos to Honorable Toma and Ajuji Garba, both of blessed memory. I went to Alama Private School, which is still standing till today.
That's good.
Well-known school. Most people that have been in Jos for some time know Alama Private School.
That's good.
Then I proceeded to the prestigious Baptist High School from 91 to 97. Graduated 1997 from Baptist High School. I proceeded to study law at the University of Jos and was called to the Nigerian bar in 2005. I also have a master's degree from the same University of Jos in law. I got employed as an administrator in 2009 and I rose through the ranks. Currently, I'm a principal assistant registrar. And as a registry staff, you are posted from time to time to different units. And in the course of time, I was posted from senior staff establishment to the legal unit. Eventually, I was sent to man the Jos University hotels for about 3 years before I was posted on secondment to Unijust Consultancy, which is a company of the university. I was sent to act as general manager since 2020 to date. A vast difference. The university is a public institution, federal government. I was employed as a civil servant. So yes, we offer services, you're treating mails, you're treating issues, tackling matters. But working as a civil servant is totally different from working as in a private entity. The Unijust Consultancy Limited is a private company of the university. So we are not civil servants, we're working in the private sector. So having to transform from the usual civil service to a private entity, a lot of things crisscross, a lot of things are turned on its head. Something that takes time to tackle. In private, time is of essence. So boom, something comes, you need to be decisive immediately.
Yeah.
Yes. The staffing too, sometimes they forget that the private entity is not government. Do this and do this now. So yes, there's a vast difference. You need to post results on the spot right now, immediately, get this thing done. You need to move with the times. You don't say, okay, the regulations have not been reviewed. Until they are reviewed, we must use this. No, you don't do that in private sector. So that's the world I found myself.
For the past 4 years now, or for 4 years now, in the acting capacity as the GM of this great organization, how has it been for you?
It's been a learning process. Every day presents you an opportunity to learn. I wouldn't say problems, I would say challenges, because you can surmount them. They come in different forms, they come in different ways. Sometimes they are subtle, sometimes they are outright. But as the years go by, it's a learning process. The experience I've garnered for the past 4 years, you can't take away from me. And I can actually use it anywhere. You can use it in the public sector, you can use it in the private sector. So it has enhanced my learning. So the university basically is set up to offer services. Teaching, research, community service. That's basically what the university offers.
The university or your company?
University.
With the
We're
university?
getting there, yes.
Okay.
So in the course of carrying out this task, the best of the product is produced because we have these experts like we're always relying on. As a full-fledged company,
Yes.
1997, but it was a division of the university since 1982,
It's 1982. And in 1997, it was fully.
incorporated as a full-fledged company. When the company was incorporated, yes, a lot of businesses came through the company for the university and outside the community. So yes, for those that incorporated the company, I would say yes, they would say, actually what we had in mind has been achieved. More can be done. More is being done. Because as you conquer this, another comes up, you do, you tackle, you conquer, you move on. So as we are progressing day by day, we're getting better. The aim has been achieved and we're still out there reaching into areas that people didn't think, is there use for Unijust consultancy here? But in retrospect, oh yes, there is. So the collaborations have been coming from different angles. A typical example I will tell you, someone came and needed to be trained in glass blowing technology.
Glass blowing.
Glass blowing, I didn't know anything about glass blowing. When I started asking questions, I see them now in the Department of Chemistry, we are there. Well, we have experts. I was shocked. And last year we were able to achieve training in glass blowing technology. It's not.
Okay.
It's a business entity. That's one. Two, we're also saddled with some bureaucratic processes. We're operating as a company, but yet we're not 100% independent of the university.
Okay.
So some of our operations are still dependent on the university. And if you cannot rule out bureaucratic processes, if you can minimize them in the company, you can't stop it going like it should in the university. So sometimes it hampers our business and it slows it down. But irrespective of that, we have the university management that is forward thinking, and we always find ways of tackling some of these issues. If you want to have a meeting, for example, it must not be physical. And our IT savvy vice chancellor would always say, have a virtual meeting, and the decisions are taken and we implement. So these are some of the issues you have when you're dealing with a private entity that is owned by a public institution.
That's a good one.
We had issues of staffing and some clogged liabilities that we have inherited. Sometimes when you're running as a company, you can never rule out issues that you have that may lead to proceeding to court to settle some matters, maybe some staff that you had laid off, or a breach of contract here and there. We have also initiated having, rather than always depending on the academic courses that are run through the Unijust consultancy, there are courses that are run, part-time courses, diploma courses, are run through Unijust consultancy. But we have looked outside that, having more of professional courses, certificate courses, trainings that you can just have and get your certificate and move on. You may have a degree, but you may also need a certificate course. And that can even be run online. You don't need to come physically. So these are some of the ways that we have looked at. When we came on board first, as I just hit the ground running, that's when COVID came into the picture. So how do we now get things to run remotely? We had to now get people to work remotely. We also use the opportunity, that's when we now started making our customized face masks. We started making bleach, hand sanitizers. Yes, things were bad, but even as things were bad, people were making money from it. So we now ask ourselves, how can we make money even while we're locked up in our houses? So all these environmental and sanitary products, we made them and distributed within and outside the university. These are some of the businesses and the ventures we've gone into. Some of the moribund courses to part-time, we've resuscitated them, we've redeveloped some curriculum, and we're running them successfully. Unijust consultancy, I will tell Plateau State and beyond, here we come. We are going to go out, it's not just states, we're going global.
That's good.
We're carrying our businesses out there, trainings at every level, local trainings, international trainings, getting people to be at step. Training and retraining is very, very important. So we're going all out to put people see the need for the training and come to be trained. Almost jumped out of the car out of excitement because this is the first time we've been nominated, and from nomination we got voted as the company of the year. And when I saw the other companies that were listed, I'm like, oh, this is beautiful. It means people are beginning to see the work we're doing and appreciating the work we're doing and recognizing it. It's a huge motivator. It has added a spring to our step that at least what we're doing something well. So I was very excited, very happy about it. That's added the ginger. And I know that the management, the staff, the university, is taking pride that at last, Unijust Consultancy is doing something worth celebrating by people out there. So we're very grateful for this. And we have all it takes. We have seasoned experts here in the plateau. Sometimes we tend to downplay what we have. But I've learned from even consultancy, tell them, bring it all out. Don't be modest about it. Some people are not doing as well as you are, and yet people they make a lot of noise about it. So we have what it takes in Plateau State. So let's not hold back. Let's put ourselves out there. God helping us, this issue of incessant crises and attacks would be a thing of the past. Investors would come in and plow their funds into Plateau State so that we'll reach where we ought to in the pride of place in Nigeria. Well done, well done, well done. You have done a great job. I've seen you running helter skelter. You're, the logistics, you're getting stressed out, but I can see, determination to make it work. And so far for the past, this is the 9th, so for the past eight years, I've seen it, coming to play. We watch it from afar, like, wow, these people are doing a great job. So I would say, well done. Don't relent. You're doing a good job. And thank you for putting Plateau State out there. We appreciate you.